What's up, gearheads? It's Trev, and today at the garage I'm going to be redoing the door panels in the Integra. And that's going to more or less finish off the interior, at least for a while. I'm going to be using some of this interior fabric adhesive to put the suede on these interior these door panel inserts. I've already used some of it, actually, to fix those sections of carpet that I screwed up, that I cut too short. So I just put little pieces of carpet behind it, but the carpet was really bowing out, especially right here. So I got just a tiny bit of overspray, but having the carpet down here, and in the other corner over there, definitely makes a huge, huge difference. So I'm at least a little bit happy about that. Now, need to get these door panels off, cleaned up, pop the inserts out, respray the black sections, clean this stuff up, and cut my suede and get her done. So to remove the door panel on a base model 90 to 93 Integra, unscrew the door handle cover, unscrew the door handle, and then you got the stupid little E-clip that always gets lost for these things. So basically you need a plastic removal tool, Phillips head screwdriver, and a 90-degree pick works well if you don't have the specific tool to remove a window crank, which not many people do these days because window cranks are all but gone, and pretty soon there's going to be a whole generation that does not know why we say roll down the window. Okay. Now there's supposed to be one more screw on the side right here. On my passenger side, that clip was broken so the screw can stay in. On this side, it's just not there. Actually, I'll have to see if the clip's in there. So then after that, there's two recesses underneath. This is pretty common with door panels from this era. Just give it a good yank. And your clips come loose. And then the window felt piece up here comes with it, so you just angle it up a little bit, give it a good hard hit. And we are off. Now to properly prep these panels for paint, I should sand them down lightly, wash them, and then paint them. I don't have a way to wash stuff here at my garage. So I'm just blowing off loose paint with some compressed air, and then I'll do a dust coat and a couple heavy coats. You know, it sucks. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough paint. I might need to make a run to the store. That's going to cause some problems. I guess I'm running to the store. Okay. Back from the store. Time to lay on a few more coats. So guys, hopefully the picture quality on this comes out okay. In between coats, my tripod decided to topple over, and my camera did a face plant right onto the lens. And not that you want that much of a close-up of me, but the lens looks like it took a little bit of damage. So as I'm sure you can imagine, that does not have me in the best of moods. I cleaned it up as best I can. If there's a big blurry mark at the top of the screen, I'm sorry. Very upset. Anyway, all the coats are on. I did a little bit of touch-up work on some other panels too. I took out the sill plates. So we're going to let that dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to see if I can fix this. This has been coming apart It's missing the clip and screw for right here. And I need to try and warm this strip up right here. Get it straightened out. And then maybe glue it back into place. Keep that from flopping around. But I'm tired of this thing coming up. And while the door's apart, now's the time to fix it. So I found this felt buffer thingy. I don't know what it's called. This plastic piece that clips onto here that helps guide the window up, laying in the bottom of my door panel. And I found one on the other side as well when I cleaned out the bottom of the door panels. This one I was able to reattach. The other one I was not able to reattach because it's actually just broken. It didn't just fall off. That one's kind of in the middle. It's probably been like that for the last 10 years that I've had the car. This one I got fixed. And then this doesn't actually take a little speed clip, but just a screw. So if I can get this screw to line up, I got to get this to shift over a little bit. If I can get the screw to line up, I should be able to put that in there. So I just need this to line up. With the hole. I don't know why I can't get it to move. There we go. That thing's been bugging me for the past I don't know how many years. That's all it took. Now that's secure. Heat this up, glue it into place, we'll be good to go. Now you may ask yourself, why am I going through all this rather than just buy a new one? If any of you guys can point me in the proper direction to buy a new set of window belt moldings for a 91 Acura Integra, I'd be more than grateful. Finding little parts like this for this car, they're scarce these days. Alright, so for putting these back together, you notice you get this little notch up here. That's the best place to come in with your E-clip. I don't know if that's necessarily an E-clip, but that's the best place to come in with a clip. Pop the clip in, then you can snap this on. And there we go. Beautiful. So here's the thing on these door panels. Getting these inserts done isn't going to go the way I thought it would. When I did the back, these panels here, these inserts, the like plastic or whatever it is, actually has, it comes out. There's metal tabs on the back side that you bend them up and this whole insert pulls out. So what I did is I just cut off the old fabric and then wrapped new fabric around it and got my red suede. Now for the door panels, the problem I'm running into with the door panels, this insert does not come out. It's all one piece. I assumed it would come out just like the other side. So when I first got this car, I just taped it off and painted it, but that looks pretty tacky. And you know what? By the time you're 30 years old, you want something a little better than tacky. Even if you're still going a little rice burner, you want better than tacky. So what I'm going to do, I've got a length of suede cut and I've just got it draped over the door panel. So I'm going to spray some adhesive on the back side of the suede and on the insert here. I'm going to push everything into place, use a plastic tool to push it into this groove here, and then once it's all cured up, I'll just trim it with a razor blade. So we'll see how that goes. Here goes nothing. Shit. That didn't take too long to mess up. This is going to be a mess. how this is going to turn out. So I've made 2 mistakes. Actually 3 mistakes. I didn't let the paint on the door panel dry long enough. I need to make sure I get glue inside this channel. And I think I need to let that glue cure for quite a while before I actually start trying to cut this out. I guess I'll cut some reliefs right here where I've got to put plastic pieces back in, and then I'll go start on the other side. And I got glue on my handle. I think I did better on the second side laying the glue in the groove. I got a little heavy on this spot right here because paint on the panel was actually peeling up as I was trying to stretch the fabric. So I tried gluing the paint that was glued to the fabric back onto the door panel, and that got screwed up. But the groove is better. I got a few more wrinkles in this side. So, gonna let them both dry up for a little bit. And then I'll cut them out and we'll see what we're left with. Alright, so I've got a little bit of touching up to do. Overall, it came out halfway decent. I don't have a ton of wrinkles. I got that one spot right here where the glue went heavy. I did a much better job of getting glue in the crevice on this one. I've got a little bit of touch-up I'm going to have to do on the door panel. And I've got to do that on both. But this one came out overall pretty good, except for that. The touch-up on it will make it just fine. This one, oh, let's see here. I've got touch-up to do on the panel here too. I was a dumbass and sliced the razor blade right into here. You're probably not going to notice, but it still upsets me. And I need to glue the edges down, especially right here, a little better. But it looks way better than painted red. Judging from my camera screen, it looks a lot better in person actually than it does on camera. This is a little bit brighter than the ones in the back, but it's pretty close. And let's see, how do those two look? I mean, the front's definitely brighter, but it's not too bad. That's not terrible. Looks a lot better than what it did. Like I said, I've just got to touch up those door panels now, which means I got to tape off all that suede. I'm going to let that glue dry a lot more before I attempt that. But it's not too bad. I ran out of super glue fixing this thing, so I'll probably get a little bit of super glue and just dab it around here, and then I'll be done. So, interior is starting to look pretty good. Couple small details and be looking pretty good on the inside. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later.